Hey, hold on real quick. Hold on. Pause.
I'm Mike Silva. This is Don't At Me. What's up, Joc? How you been?
I've been as good as I can be. I would say that.
There's a lot of shit going on, man. Chance, I
Yeah.
know how you been. I saw you Saturday night.
You saw me Saturday? Oh yeah. I was like, wait, you saw me Saturday? Yeah. For shit show, hell yeah, came through. You know what I'm saying? Had some sausages and shit like that. Not them kind, But we had like some fucking barbecue and that shit was 100, man. I enjoyed myself, man. You know what I'm saying? It was good seeing people. You know what I'm saying? Like seeing like your real friends, people outside of your family, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had fun as fuck. You know.
Yeah. Well, we had fun Saturday night. It wasn't all fun Friday. It's been a crazy weekend. Obviously, the world is
A crazy
kind of
week.
flipping on its head. But you talked about seeing people. You saw Joc recently. Y'all linked up. So,
Yeah.
out in
Me and Jack.
Houston, y'all can share all the details on that and like, what you saw, what you felt, y'all went through it firsthand. I really still haven't gotten your kind of your take for it firsthand. So
All right. Well, let's start off by saying, you know what I'm saying, RIP to George Floyd, and I mean
RIP.
countless others. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really too many to name. You know what I'm saying? Like I know we should know all their names, but it's too many to name. You know, and this shit's been going on for quite too long, and I don't mean like those some shit since like the 80s, like since fuck the police and shit like that, man. This shit's been going on for like 400 years. You know. And that's
1800s.
something that like people need to understand that like people are really sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I know that saying was first coined about 50, 60 years ago, but like really we showing it, and that's like the whole the whole thing, like the whole catalyst of all this. It's oppression, and everyone's like really like seeing it because I mean, even with the protests are like largely peaceful or whatnot, but like these cops are like out of hand. I know y'all seen like the compilations from like posted on Twitter and shit, like of like the protesters that have gone on in the past 3 4 days, 5 days or whatever, like that have totally gotten out of control because of the police's fucking their activity, their fucking behavior, shit like that. So like this, it's a real sad time, man, but it's a new day, and I hate to toot my own horn, and I don't know how like y'all feel about this shit, but I predicted this shit, man. I predicted this shit 2.5 2 months ago type shit, and I know like it's not some shit that I want to happen, and it's not some shit that like but it's some shit that should happen. Let me say it like that, like because it it may be happening wrong with the looting. These people that looting the wrong stores, in my opinion. And I could get into that a little bit later. You know what I'm saying? I'll let kind of Joc fall in and how he feels or whatever, and then we can kind of talk about the different things of how it's kind of going on or whatever, so we can all do like different takes. I don't want to go on a long ramble right now, but yeah, man, like I'll end it at this, man. It's time for a change, and like it's our time. We're gonna get it, and I don't mean that with meaning just like black people. I'm talking about like everybody, man. Like like we got to be free, and fuck COVID. Like I'd rather die for my freedom than of COVID or whatever, So I'm with it, man. I'm out there like fuck a mask. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll mask up or whatever. And I'm not saying like people shouldn't or whatever. Like take your own precautions of everything, but I'm out there. I'm not worried about any of that.
Yeah, I feel you, man. Definitely. We just gotta keep doing what we can. I'm not gonna lie, I'm fucking upset right now. Just
Ah, so funny. It's an inside joke, y'all. Mind me. But yeah.
yeah. So just like with everything that's going on, stuff that I just saw like on the news on CNN. I don't know if you guys are aware, but Trump just basically, you know, ordered martial law in so many words. Like he's released the military on everybody, and I'm upset because I saw people protesting peacefully, and on national TV he just kind of like pushed them and sprayed them away, and they weren't doing shit. And that's really fucked up when they're doing it peacefully, but that's what we're gonna be doing tomorrow. You know what I mean? And so I just think that that's not right. And the fact that he didn't, in his speech, he didn't like mention anything about what's going on, meeting up, like, for example, you could have said something about meeting up with like civil rights activists and leaders, just provide like solutions, but nothing was said, just straight like military and I'm law and order. And so that's why I'm upset right now, just to give you a little backstory behind that. But other than like all that, what has happened right now, as far as like my experience with the protest, it was beautiful, man. It was actually done like the right way. It was peacefully done, like it should be, and that's why I'm proud to be a Houstonian. And it was so many like different colors there, which is beautiful. Like people are hurting all colors. Like people see that we're hurting out here in Houston, and like they are really hurt too as well. And like you see that firsthand once you're out there, like marching with everybody, and that was pretty cool and interesting. Like seeing all that and just the signs and just all the love that everybody was showing, just everybody. And that's what the world needs, just everybody to come together and show love. We don't have to shout at each other to prove our message or get our point across. We can have calm, collective conversations with people to provide solutions and things like that and educate individuals. So I think that riots and protests needs to be done like how we did it. When me and Chance went.
We actually have a clip. You guys were there. Somebody
got a clip.
The funny thing is, we actually saw. I think I was playing basketball or something. It was Friday when you guys were at the protest. This is when it was peaceful, because it definitely did.
Yeah, it did turn up a little bit.
It did turn, it escalated there at the end, know. But Blake actually in the group text sent us a still shot of y'all on the TV, like on news, and I'm like, where'd you get that from? And then y'all actually look, we tracked down the clip, and the funny thing is, look, I spy. My little eye.
And the dope thing about that,
these guys here, right here.
The dope thing about this clip, man, I respect the chief a lot. Like I really do. I know a lot of people was like hate on him and say he's corrupt and all this stuff, but nah, man. Like from my experience, like he seemed like a cool dude.
Oh shit, they're a real nigga right there. You feel
me?
That's
y'all two right there on the left.
Yeah, man. Hey, let me tell y'all about that too, real quick. Like, that's the moment, man. He literally just walked right up to us, like literally, that's like out of nowhere, man. Just like started chopping it up, like because all right, what really happened is some girl had got hemmed up, like out of nowhere. It kind of seemed, you know what I'm saying? Kind of just looked to the left or whatnot, and like you see like this young girl. Actually, she was like either white or Mexican or something like that, but she was getting hemmed up, like out of nowhere, and they kind of got the crowd that was there kind of rallied up a little bit. And time kind of went on, and I was like standing there next to Coco Dominguez or whatnot, or media and shit like that. So just got a good spot, because obviously if they're there, like obviously like they know something that we don't, So man, a few minutes later, I see the girl coming back, walking with Art, the chief, walking with the chief and shit, and I started clapping and shit. I actually have a Facebook Live video on my feed or whatever. Y'all can check it out if you look me up or whatever. But I started clapping and I was like, yo, she's good. She's all right or whatever. And I guess her friends, they were like kind of right by us. And as soon as he like, let her out of, his custody, so to speak, he walked right up to me and like just reached out his hand. And, I was like, hey, man, how y'all doing? Like dabbed us all up, and he like literally let us know, he was like she was smashing some police car or something like that. And he was like kids, because I think she was like maybe like 15 or 16 like that.
She was 15.
Yeah, she was like 15 or 16. So obviously, you know what I'm saying, like she really couldn't be like prosecuted. There was no need for her to be prosecuted. And so he like made to use his authority to be like, yo, like, like let's let this go. And that's the type of leadership that we need at these police departments in shit, from big cities to small towns. And